Oh boy, welcome back sports fans. Mike Kretz here alongside Mark Talley and Ezra. We're coming to you live from Simplicio Field for this Day 4 of the Alpine Bank JUCO World Series.
Mike, a lot of action today. Let's get it started. Ezra's going to get us to our first highlight.
Let's move it.
Yeah, and Callie got to Shelton often and early. A lot of long at-bats and plenty of RBIs as well. Blake Robertson coming up with a big hit, 2 RBI triple. Still no outs in that first, followed up by a base knockout to right. That scores Robertson. The pitcher walks the bases loaded. New one comes onto the mound and starts to script, getting the punch out. But the next batter, Trey DeGarmo, gets some 2-out bingo. Another run scores. Bryce Madrone, he shoots one to the second baseman. He can't hang on. It goes into the outfield. Yet another 2 Tiger runs comes in to score. 6 runs for the Tigers in just the first inning. But let's talk about Shelton. They battled hard early too. In the bottom of the first, Walt Bailey lifts one over that shortstop with a runner on second. That means the Bucks, they're on the board, top of the second. Shelton's defense shows off going for that old 4-6-3 double play. Bottom half, it's their bats that do the talking. Drake Logan with a single. Griffin Eldridge shows off his speed, laying out the single hit over to the shortstop. 2 on, no out. Bucks, no, they're not going to get them all back in one swing. They go to that small ball game, laying down a bunt. That moves the runners over. Next at bat, Nolan Hammonds lifts one out to left center. Runners will tag. That makes it 6-2. That's how Coach Sproul would have drawn it up. So too is the hit parade that's going to get going here. Carson Clowers with a nice shot past the third baseman, 6-3. Colby Smelly gets it over the shortstop too. That makes it 6-4. Garrett McMillan, he hits it right back up the middle past the stretched out infield. 2 are coming in to score on that play to draw us back to even. But through the next 3 innings, the Tigers would score 8 runs combined with some nice defensive plays here, including their own 4-6-3 double play. And how about the dig here from Callie's shortstop? Certain times Shelton's defense let their pitching that was struggling down, but there was moments in the 5th where the Bucks, they pulled it back to within 2 runs. How about Garrett McMillan coming up with 2 more RBI? But from there, Callie's offense would really turn up the heat, scoring 10 runs in the final 2 innings, ultimately winning it by a big margin, 24-14.
I thought it was a lot of guys really contributed big today. It was really a lot of great at bats. Up and down the lineup, really. No, it wasn't just 1 or 2 guys. There was a lot of guys really stepped up and had really good plate appearances and really good discipline. And I was really proud of the approach we took today and the tenacity we played with.
Our goal is to have good at-bats at the very least, and just fight and battle as hard as you can. And so it was fortunate that, we got their starter out, and we got on them really quick, and then we just kept having those same good plus ABs all game.
First of all, I'm proud of our team. We didn't pitch real well today. We didn't play defense, but I don't think either game we lost, we ever shut it down offensively. I think we're one of the better offensive teams out here, and we had some chances offensively and had some tough luck, but we were always a threat until the 8th inning. And I'm so proud of the way they competed and handled themselves out here, so I'm excited.
Yeah, so that was the first of 2 elimination games today. Jocelyn, another team involved in an elimination game, Indian Hills. You got to talk to one of their players.
Yeah, Wyatt Wendell. He was the starting pitcher for Game 10 last night. We got to talk to him about his relationship with his dad and how it furthered his baseball career. Every year, Grand Junction sees teams from all over the country come to town for one of the biggest weeks of their sports careers. Indian Hills might be a foreign team to us now, but back in the 90s, the Warriors' trip to the Grand Valley was almost a guarantee.
In the 90s, Indian Hills was coming here almost every year. We were here in 93, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, almost every year. And so then, when 2004 we were here, and then all of a sudden you go on this long 17-year drought. So it's fun to be back. It's fun to come back and see what's different about Grand Junction. I consider old Sammy Simplicio to be a good friend. I haven't seen him in a long time, so that's been fun.
With the Indian Hills return to Simplicio comes third-year pitcher for the Warriors, Wyatt Wendell. As starting pitcher in Game 10 of the Alpine Bank JUCO World Series, he says his relationship with his father has helped him get here today.
He's basically been my pitching coach since I was little and my mentor, so I'm just happy to have him here.
Wyatt's dad isn't just an ordinary, supportive parent. He has had first-hand experience on the mound as a relief pitcher for 4 national teams in the MLB. His experiences have helped him guide his son to prepare for every scenario. While Wyatt has been surrounded by the world of baseball since a young age, his father says he could see that his son had his own passion for the sport.
I didn't force him to play baseball, and I told him for a long time, you don't have to do this just because I did it. But from the time he was 4 years old, he would say, Dad, come sit down and watch the game with me and so I can learn. Because I told him at a very young age that it takes a lot of hard work. I couldn't tell you how many 5-year-olds that I know can sit and or could have at 5 years old watch a ball game and say that guy's out on his front foot because he didn't stay back on a changeup. So it's pretty cool.
For Wyatt, the JUCO World Series has always been a goal of his, which makes this experience that much more special for him and his family.
It's unbelievable. The experience is one that I will never forget.
As a little kid, he said to me one day, I don't know, he might have been 8 or 9, he said, Dad, I figured out what I want to do. I said, okay, what's that? He said, I want to win the Little League World Series, the College World Series, and the real World Series.
With this experience, Turk has shared a piece of advice that he has passed on to his son from his experiences professionally.
One of the bigger things that I would always tell younger guys in the big leagues, I would say, do yourself a favor. Before you get on the mound to throw your first pitch, or you get in the batter's box to see your first pitch, just step out and look around and enjoy that moment, because you can never get it back. And trust me, you'll regret it, because I do.
And with that, Wyatt will always remember to enjoy the big moments. Mark, the JUCO World Series isn't just about the teams, it's about the family.
Great piece, Jocelyn. Unfortunately, though, one of those families was going to have to pack their bags tonight because in our second elimination games, that Indian Hills team was taking on Crowder, the number 1 seed. This is a rematch from the first day of the tournament. Let's take you right to the Game 12 highlights.
Bottom of the first, no score, man on first for C.J. Castillo. Pitch low and outside, runner takes off, but a great throw from Jack Struff to get the out at second. We go to the top of the second, still scoreless. First man up is Landry Wilkerson. He takes the 1-2 pitch deep down the right field line. It's gone, a solo home run for Wilkerson. Makes it 1-0 Rough Riders. Bottom of the inning, 1 out for Pierre-Olivier Boucher. Hits one hard to left center. It's in the gap, gets kicked around a little by the fielders out there. Boucher never stops running. He's into third with a stand-up triple. On the very next pitch, ball gets away from the catcher. Boucher comes in to tie the game at 1, but the Warriors weren't done. Ricardo Van Grieken at the plate. He ropes one into the gap in right center. He'll try to stretch it into a double, and will get there as the throw comes in offline. 2 batters later, Arturo Rodriguez lines one to right. He'll head to second after it's misplayed by the fielder. Van Grieken scores. That makes it 2-1 Warriors. Next up, Samuel Fortier takes one over the second baseman's head. Rodriguez scores 3-1 Indian Hills. Let's go to the top of the third. Clayton Gray leading off for Crowder. He drives one to left center for a single. Next to the plate, Logan Chambers. He finds the hole on the right side. Gray, some heads-up base running here, goes first to third, and the Rough Riders are threatening. But the Warriors can play a little defense too. Jeffrey Mercado hits a sharp ground ball to third. Rodriguez fields it, looks the runner back, starts the 5-4-3 double play. Great defense from Indian Hills. Just when you think the Warriors might get out of the inning, Peyton Holt takes one deep. It's gone. A 2-run shot ties the game at 3. This game had a lot of crazy plays, but let's jump to the bottom of the ninth. Indian Hills down 12-8. There's a man on for Noel Perez. On a 3-1 count, he drops the barrel on this one and drives it to right field. Does it have enough to get out? It does. A 2-run homer for Perez, and the Warriors are within 2. Unfortunately, that wouldn't be enough. Crowder holds on in the ninth to win it 12-10. After the game, we asked the Rough Riders players what it meant to get a little revenge.
I think it was really good that we came back and showed them that how we play. You know, they got us the first time, but we proved to them and everybody that we're here to play and here to win. And so I think it was awesome. We got another shot at them and put them away.
Really talented team too. They're really good.
So, Mike, down to 5 teams now. Only winner's bracket game of the day happening right now behind us between Sanjak and
Central Arizona.
Sorry, been a long day. You get to check out the beginning of this game.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the game that had kind of Grand Junction in a buzz. Let's get to the highlights right now. Yeah, and this game was all about offense right off the bat. Well, that and fielding. The outfielder can't make the read on the J.D. McLaughlin hit. He would get a read on a triple, making it over to third. Dayton Dooney, he knows what to do, sends it onto the right side of the infield, giving McLaughlin a 90-foot run home, putting the Vaqueros up in the first. Bottom half, Mason Lytle. He cracks one past the third baseman, but like I said, the outfielders, kind of the story early. The ball gets under his glove. Runner started in scoring position. Now he's scoring, makes it one apiece. Lytle over there on third. Next batter, Amani Sanchez lifts one out to right. The run will tag from third. Gators take the one-run lead. Outfielders having a little trouble early. Not the case for the infield. Check out the stop here from the Vaquero shortstop, making it look easy out there. Top of the second again. Batters getting extra bases when Dusty Garcia sends one off the bump into center, and again the ball just squirts away. Garcia now in scoring position, and does when Jake Jarvis blasts one out to the wall. It doesn't get over, but Garcia has the speed to get home, making it 2-all. Devin Dixon, he keeps it going, hits it through the infield just past the shortstop. Vaqueros retake the lead, but can't score again in the inning when Preston Godfrey smokes one to the other hot corner. 3-2 Vaqueros. To the bottom of the second, Hunter Omlet on the mound for Central Arizona tonight gets the strikeout. Next batter, Harold Cole, he strikes the ball out over that right field wall. It's a tie ball game thanks to the home run. The best way to get that out of the memory bank. How about coming back and getting a swinging strike three? Next batter tries to check on the third strike, can't do it. Catcher would get the out at first. It's a 3-3 ball game after two. Or after two, but as you can see right now, it is 7-4. Sanjak leading after 8 innings, and we're going to come out here now with Darren Coltrani from the JUCO committee. Darren, we're back here. It's happening. How does it feel?
Oh, it's unbelievable. I mean, we're looking at the crowds all weekend. Record attendance so far. The fans are happy. The kids are out. They're roaming underneath the bleachers. It's JUCO's back.
You got it. So talk to me about last night, right? We had like 10,000 fans in attendance. Is that kind of what you guys expected to see?
You know, I expected a lot of people to come out and they're just ready to be out of their houses and engaging, but Grand Junction really came out. We were not expecting the crowds we're having so far, and it's just unbelievable.
Yeah,
we're so excited.
Yeah, absolutely. The excitement is really great out here. Hey, be sure and tune in tomorrow. We're going to be bringing you all the action from the Alpine Bank JUCO World Series. This has been our Day 4 coverage. We'll see you then.